my name is Tannous. I'm here to chat a bit today about WiseTech Global and a bit about their performance and recommendations and just a bit overall about them as a company. So, firstly, let's jump into the company background. So, this company was founded in 1994. It's by Richard White and Marie Isaac. This is one of Australia's largest logistic companies. So, they specialize in your 3PL logistics. So, think of, your warehousing, freight forwarding, stuff like that. This company is quite large, so it's valued at over $10.08 billion on the ASX. So, at their peak, you can imagine, like it says here, one of Australia's largest logistic companies. A bit of history here, you can see their first share in 2016 was only for $3.35 per share. You can see the major jump from 2016 to now, 2026, 32.12 cents per share. The main thing you want to remember about this company is their mission statement. So I've listed that one below. It says to create a breakthrough products that empower supply chains of the world. So they're really trying to make, that big step in Australian logistics. But let's jump into the next point. So that's going to be their social responsibility and their ethics. So we can jump next into the social responsibility and the ethics, a bit more into, the literature dive. So think of your CSR, your corporate social responsibility. These four main points were actually listed in Harvard Business School. So think of environmental, ethical, philanthropic, and economic as your four main points of a business's corporate social responsibility. If you look at Waldman Siegel's style, that was in 2020, that was actually highlighted in the report listed as well. That actually argues that philanthropic measures are somehow and sometimes more beneficial than the monetary value of a company. I think this is particularly important, especially with WiseTech, and you'll see next when we jump into some of the issues the company has faced. But let's really focus on that one. And also this literature review, it really pushes on the idea that it's not about the monetary value. It's about your social responsibility, your environmental responsibility, and also your responsibility to just other human beings and your staff as well. So one of the main issues that WiseTech has faced was the legal battle between Linda Rogan, who you can see on the right, and Richard White on the left. This actually led to ramifications of $2 billion of the company's value being eradicated, and Richard, who was the original founder of the company, actually stepping away. So this was on the basis that Linda Rogan was actually offered an investment in exchange for sexual favors by Richard White. However, once they did become intimate, Linda alleges that the business promise was actually withdrawn. So not only was this a monetary loss for the business and completely, destroyed, the reputation of the company, but you can see as the reviews on Glassdoor say 2.9 out of 5 stars, only 34% of employees would recommend working here to a friend. It completely shook up the company culture. So let's jump into the recommendations. First and foremost, I think there needs to be ethics and compliance training that we're going to give 3 guarantees when we implement it. 1, it's company-wide, so that means from the lowest ranking employee to the highest in the business, everyone will be across it. Number 2 is that it's thorough. We need a legal team and also our HR team to not only draft it, but also implement it, which goes to number 3, the most important point is that it's implemented. Especially after the legal situation that just recently happened, we need to show not only externally, but internally that we value our employees and we value the company culture. But number 2, most exciting, I would say the Women's Conference. So this is going to give Australian female entrepreneurs the chance to network and learn from industry professionals. Not only, like I mentioned, it shows externally, but internally. We're not just doing it for show, we're doing it for genuine change. We want the women in the logistics industry to know that we back them, we support them, and also we want nothing but the best. So as you can see, this presentation has outlined some of our challenges, but also our strengths and what we can do to make the company WiseTech just so much more better. This next slide is just going to highlight my reference list, but thank you again for listening and appreciate your time. Thank you.